others join us. In the meantime, let's have a recap like what we have discussed in the last class. Okay, we have discussed on this particular things like what is the supply chain unit and what is the custodian and who is the owner and who is the party entitled to dispose, I believe, right? These are the ones which we have discussed last class, and now we have to perform the configuration of these particular things in the system. Am I right? Or any other questions we have over here, guys? So these are the ones which we'll be seeing today, and we'll start configuring this. Okay. Okay. Yeah. So fine. Here, as I said that we will be having two things actually. One, the supply chain unit, which is the plant location as your warehouse location, or you can have your third party one also. That's what we were seeing here. So what we are trying to do here normally, any of these cases, we can either get it done automatically or either we can get it done manually also. Either of these things possible. So now, if you remember that I was telling you that the master data is not required to transfer what the master data in this particular S4 systems are not required to SIF, right? Because as being it is in the same instance, we no need to SIF it normally. So that's what we have discussed. But there are except for the two things, like what is that? For your plant and your shipping point. Okay, even this also, it's not mandatory all the time. Okay, in some cases, as I said that whenever you want to have your plant location as your warehouse location and your shipping point as 1003, in some cases we will again use this SIF concept here. Okay, because though the EWM and this ERP were treating it as an external systems and being in the same instance only for these two things, which is for the plant and which is for your shipping points. That's it. Only for these two things only we will try to transfer this master data. The rest of the master data, such as your material master or your customer master or your vendor master, I mean, which is your business partners, those are not required in order to transfer that. Okay, this is what which we will be seeing here, guys. Any questions now? If in case if you want to have it automatically, on top of that, if in case if you are planning to create it automatically. Okay, any questions now? Hello.
One question. So here you are saying that when
Hmm.
the plant and shipping point are different, at that particular sometimes we need to be shifting. But what would be the scenario?
Plant and shipping point are different. I didn't get that. Can you just come back?
Sorry, you are saying that plant is like 1001 and shipping
Hmm.
point is 1003.
Yeah,
In
if
this
in
particular
case,
case,
yeah.
you are
So
going.
shipping point, if you create it automatically or if you create it manually, every
Hmm,
time the role would be always the 1003 only. There is no change in that. Okay.
I didn't get you. Can you?
Okay, let me show you in the system, then we'll come back to this. Okay, there will be
Okay.
some roles which we need to assign it. Okay, when we are trying to create this particular piece of master data, we will be having some roles actually. Okay, that roles I'm talking about here for the shipping point one. But when it comes to the plant, which is a supply chain unit, I've told you that there will be two different. One is 1001, the other one is 1008. Okay, So 1001, which will be automatically when we are trying to transfer the master data from where, from ERP to the EWM system, and we are trying to create it automatically. 1008 is the one which we will be creating it manually based on your business scenario when you are using a third party logistics. Okay, now if you want to create this automatically, in such case we have to transfer again. We will be using this integration model, which is a core interface of transferring of your master data from one system to another system, that we will be calling it as for only for two things, one for the plant, the other one for the shipping point. So the roles would be 1001 and 1003. That's what I'm trying to say here. Okay.
Okay, uh, I got it.
Okay, clear now?
Yes.
Yeah. So this is the one which I was trying to tell you here. Okay. Now let me try to do this now here. Okay. So the normal transactions actually, I mean, if in case if you are working in the decentralized systems, maybe after that, that the for the integration model, normally there will be two set of transactions for any kind of master data, which is CFM1, the other one is CFM2. Okay, so CFM1 is for the one which we will try to integrate the integration model. Okay, so let's go for the CFM1. Now here, if you see this, there is something called as a model name, logical system, and APO application. So model name, it could be, it's a text-free object. You can give it as anything. So what is your our organizational structure? We have WM46, right? Okay, so I'll put it as PLNT. Now the logical system. To which logical system you are trying to send? It's always the ERP, sorry, EWM1, T41 EWM 400. So even this is also a text-free object. You can just make use of that. Okay. Now what I'm trying to transfer, the plant. So WM46. Okay. Now you can see the object as like this. Now what we are trying to do here, we will be generating the integration model. Okay, execute. Once we have generated this CFM2, this is a transaction. Execute this. Double click on this particular application. Now you can see this is what it is telling you here. Okay, now make this status as active by clicking on that, and then click on this particular start, such that what happens, that data gets transferred from one system to another system. Yes, launch that. So normally this is what happens even in the case of a decentralized system. Now before, I should have shown you this before itself. Okay, fine. Slash and slash. Every transaction in EWM starts with slash SEWM, guys. Okay. Normally in your MM transactions or anywhere, you always go with a single transaction like MMBE or MB51 or whatever it is, right? So, but here in this case, any of the transactions in EWM always starts with slash and slash SEWM slash, followed by your particular, whether it could be your inbound or your outbound, your postings or whatever it could be. Okay. Now SEU main, what happened? One second. I'll just go to the easy access. Where is this master data? Sorry, CMB, I'm sorry. This is the one. So supply chain unit. This is a transaction which we are trying to look after now. But now I've already transferred, so that's the reason the master data will be applicable here. What is the WM46? I've already transferred. Now, if I try to display this 1001, this is the plan, and these are all the coordinates or longitude and latitude, whatever it is taking from the normal, the address and all, it is coming from there. Now if you see this, this is the one which I was talking about, 1001, which is my plant location as my warehouse location. You're getting my point here? Hello guys?
Yes.
So 1001 is
Hmm.
the role which you have assigned for that, or like?
I have
normal.
not assigned it. It is automatically will be displaying once you transfer your plant from your ERP to the EWM system. The same way, when we transfer your shipping point, the system will automatically will take the 100 based on the attributes. Okay. Hello.
Okay. Uh,
Yeah.
One more question. See, when you are saying about attributes, where do we
Hmm.
define those?
We won't define that. That's a standard one because the system will automatically will determine based on the attributes what we are defining in the ERP side. So plant is obviously a different attributes for us, right? Plant and shipping points are not the same. Agree?
Yes, true.
Yeah. So when we are transferring the plant, the system will automatically will determine this. So we will not define this. These are the standard ones which we will be making use of it. That's it. We cannot have the custom ones or we cannot define the new ones or something. Okay.
Oh, got it. So it's predefined, which we need to
It's
utilize.
predefined in the system and we should make use of these things only. It's not something that you want to define. Now you can't, for the plant, you can't make use of 1003 as well because plant is a different attribute and it has its own different things there, right? You cannot use 1003 for your plant and 1001 for your shipping points because the system will automatically will determine this. It's not you will be manually creating or you will be manually determining this here. Okay.
Got it. So you have already performed a CFM1 for this warehouse, right? WM46.
That's what. Just now we have performed CFM1 and CFM2. That's the reason the system in CFM1 and CFM2, what is the one I've transferred?
Plant.
Yes. So the system is automatically considering this. You're getting that?
Okay, got it now.
Yeah. So that's the reason I've told you this is a case of an automatic only. But normally, in some cases, maybe I'm talking only in cases when you're talking about the in S4 systems. In some cases, what happens is okay, you can even create this manually. How manually? That's what I was talking about here. That if in case if you're using of your third party logistics and your location is different and your geographical location of your warehouse is different and all the things were different here, in such a case we can't use your plant location as your warehouse location. Agree? Then what we will be doing it SCU. Then I'm just creating another one basically with 1008. Then I'll be creating it manually in the system. You're getting my point? Then I'll be giving my geographical and all locations. Okay. And I'll be giving my address of each and everything. And I'll be creating each and everything in detail. You're getting my point?
Got it.
Yeah. So this is in the case of a manual. Okay. That's the reason I've said earlier itself. In some cases you can see that 1001 will be there. In some cases you'll have 1008. Now this particular 1008, in some cases, though even the system is the plant location and your warehouse location is also same, the business will be using still 1008 also. It is not a mandatory thing that you always have to go with a 1001. But as per the SAP standard practice, normally what they suggest is if your plant location and your warehouse locations are same, I mean in case of your geographical locations, we should go with the 1001. If in case if it is different, we'll go with 1008. Okay, that's a general practice case.
Okay.
Any questions
And
now?
uh,
Please go ahead.
sorry, when you perform CFM1, sorry, I
Hmm.
didn't understood the entire. I mean that
Hmm.
screen. You
Hmm.
have given plant. I observed it. Even you have given this warehouse number as well over there.
No, no need. Not required, right? Why do we require a warehouse number? It's not required. So if you see in the CFM1 transaction, okay, I will only see these are there are two things. One is material dependent one, the other one is material independent one. As of now, I only give the plant. Normally, we will never shift the warehouse. Okay, either it could be your decentralized versions or either it could be your centralized version. I mean to say that the embedded versions. Remember that we will ever never distribute the warehouse. We will never do that. Okay.
Okay, got it. Fine.
Yeah.
And one more question. You went to that CSM main, something like that,
Yeah,
right?
CSU made. Yeah, tell me.
Yeah. So, can we understand when? I mean, we can't have the time when it got transferred as well.
Which one?
See, now we have created on changed that we have it, right? So, if there are no tables which capture this,
No, no, no. There are tables. There will be tables. Yeah.
okay. I mean, I'm just wondering if it can be visible in. What is
Hmm?
that? CS log one log
You're
entry
talking
sub.
about a log or something or what?
Yeah.
Okay. You can see that it on what date it got created and all. Okay. But
Okay.
I'm not sure that you'll be having the timestamp. Timestamp, obviously, I think you'll be having it there at the table level. That's for sure.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Fine. Thank you.
Yeah. Now, there is another significance of this, the planning location and all, which I'll come back again. Don't worry as of now. Okay. Which I'll come back to this as not now. Okay. This is the first thing which we have tried to do. What did we try to do as per our discussion? The supply chain unit, which is WM46, right? So I believe this particular creation of the supply chain unit is clear, I believe. Okay. Any questions to this part? Hello.
Nothing from my end.
Okay. Now, so anyone guys, maybe Ganapati.
Yeah, hi, my name is Lakshmi, and I just joined some late.
Yeah,
So
sorry.
just I
Yeah.
want
Hmm.
this supply chain unit is nothing but a plant you are saying here, and
No,
it's
no,
a
I'm not saying that supply chain unit will be a plant. I'm telling you that supply chain unit is basically a geographical location of your warehouse. Okay, so that geographical location normally what happens, it could be either your plant geographical location or either it could be your third party warehouse geographical location, because sometimes your warehouse would be located in your plant premises. In some cases it would be somewhere else, right? That is what I'm trying to say here. I'm not saying that the supply chain unit will always be a plant. Never. It depends on the case to case actually. Okay.
so any entity which we are defining as a supply chain unit, whether it may be warehouse or anything like one identity, it's a third party warehouse
Obviously,
or it may
because this,
be
why were we doing this
our warehouse.
basically? Then, yeah. So the reason behind for doing this is because we have the route determinations, and as well as when we are trying to integrate this with your TM, then this geographical location will plays a major role in the means of transport. When we are trying to have the lanes in TM, we have something called as a lanes networks and so much of things actually. So when they want to determine your particular warehouse, the geographical location plays a major role. That's the reason, in order to have your route determination, in order to have your means of transport, basically the EWM system should have a supply chain unit which tells us a geographical location. That's the main significance of it actually. Okay.
And it's not mandatory. And it's
But
not
it's
mandatory.
mandatory. No, 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 no. It is mandatory. This is an hierarchy for us, because in an EWM system, we are defining an hierarchy telling that, okay, what is my supply chain unit? That's what. And what is my custodian? What is my owner? This is a mandatory things.
Mhm.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. Thanks.
Yeah. Yeah. So coming to the second one, the custodian. Okay. So I've told you that custodian is always who? It would be the owner of the warehouse, right? So in my case, who would be the owner, guys? As I said that if it is the plant, okay, obviously it would be the plant. And if it is the owner, it would be the owner. I mean to say that who? The plant, the third party one, or if the Wipro one, right? So either this or that. And party entitled to dispose. What does this party entitled to dispose refers to? As I said that a person who is responsible to produce the stock is the one who is responsible to dispose the stock, right? So either both the cases we will be having one particular master data. Now in order to create your particular custodian or particular party entitled to dispose, normally we have to create the business partners. So now this particular business partners will be different business partners. But however, what SAP has suggested is, instead of having a multiple business partners getting created, okay, and to make it more complex, what they have done is they have suggested to go with the one single business partner, which is nothing but your plan to vendor. Okay, so what we do is, I'll show you that. Now, BP is a transaction for creating your business partners normally. This is a transaction nothing but in your normal decentralized versions, your XK01 or your XD01 or whatever the transactions, now it has been changed to a transaction called as a BP. The first thing. Now, I'm trying to create one normal plant vendor, guys. Okay, so let me show you that. Okay, what is the role they have now? Oh, what is this? Everything got changed. What happened? One second. These guys always play with this. Let me see. Normally, I've created another one, my own group actually, 3900, but I don't know, it was long, it's not there now. Fine. So I'm creating one plant vendor, guys. Okay. Okay, fine. Now, here, in order to create your plant vendors, there are roles which we will be giving it generally. So FLVN01, this is the role which we will be giving for the suppliers. I mean to say that if you're trying to create the vendors, basically, let me see whether it is getting created or not. Not sure. Okay, it's coming as of now. Yeah. Here, if you go to this particular vendor general tab data, okay, we want the external vendor. Let me give the same thing. Normally, when we create this business partners, the grouping and all should be the same only, but someone has made the changes. Normally, this number range and this number range will have an option actually to flag it at the same. There's a customization for that, but I don't know what this someone because it's an ID systems. People are playing with this. Okay, now.
One second. Can you repeat your question? You want business partner number and which
No,
number to be
normally,
aligned?
as per the standard configurations, what we have is normally this particular business partner and as well as this one will be the same. The system will automatically will show us actually. Okay, we don't need to copy and we don't need to do it. But someone has made the changes. That's the reason we are doing it here. Normally, it is not required. Okay.
Okay, okay.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to say.
Okay, because I mean.
But when you Sriram, when you ship it, you need to mention as create the partner also, right? That there is an indicator.
Which one?
When you create the distribution model, you need to say.
I'm not creating a distribution model here.
No, not here. When you transfer the plant, right? There is an indicator. Automatically create the partner. If you set the indicator, then it will create the partner automatically. Otherwise, it will not.
Which one you're talking about? I'm sorry, I didn't get that.
No worry, you can continue. Thank you. Bye.
Okay, it is asking to give me an internal number with A to Z, Z, Z. Okay. Let me see how far it works. Okay. Fine then. Now I'm trying to give this company code details and all. So normally I'm just making use of this particular one. Okay. Okay. So this is for the supplier one. The same way we will be having another role also, FLVN00. 1 second. Which is only, where is that? What's this one? FLVN00.
You already selected that FLVN double
Yeah,
zero.
there will be two roles actually. One for the supply, one for the accounting, and the other one for the normal vendor. That's what I'm just looking actually.
Okay.
Yeah, there will be two different roles actually.
Yeah,
That is
you
one.
are saying just like an
Yeah,
FI customer and a sales customer.
normal vendor one also it will be there. I don't see that actually. Where it has gone.
This you are creating an ECC or you are creating an EWM system, Sriram?
This is an embedded one, right? So we normally make use of this transaction. That's it.
No. In which system? ECC system or a EWM system?
That's what I'm telling you. This we will create it normally in one system only. So ECC
Yeah,
or EWM, we don't have it actually like that. This is normally a
embedded in the
DP trans.
same system. No, there won't
Yeah,
be.
Oh,
yeah.
within the
So
system. It's not a separate
within,
server.
that's what, yeah, because I can't say this transaction is specific to EWM and this is specific to some ERP. It's not something like that. Okay. The same transaction will be used by SD guys or MM guys and everyone also. Okay.
I understood that point. I'm see, normally now when you are teaching the
Mm.
class, there are the two systems, right? EWM system separate box and ECC system separate box, right?
Okay. This is an S4 system where we will not have two different instances for this. This we will be having
Okay.
both ERP and as well as EWM only in one single box. Okay.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Okay. Thanks.
Once, yeah, no problem. If you see this extended warehouse management, transportation management, if in your ERP, we will not have these two things in here. Okay. As being this is an S4, we'll be having both the things in a single instance. Okay.
Yeah. Thanks
Hello.
because I
Yeah.
was in middle of yes. Thanks.
No problem.
Since
No
I
problem.
joined with very middle now,
No problem.
I'm just confused now.
Yeah. So I'm just trying to see this particular role, guys. I don't know where his other role has gone. These guys keep on changing this S4 MM guys. God. Okay, yeah, FLVN01. Okay. Now here, if you see this, I'm trying to give this particular information actually, the plant related information. So I'm trying to give my plant here, which is WM46, because this is a plant specific vendor. That's the reason I'm trying to give this. Because normally we will not give this. I'll tell you why. And then I believe I've created my purchase order. Purchase order is not that mandatory for this. That's fine. Yeah. So now, if you see this here, guys, this is a particular business partner, right? Whatever I've created, 110011, right? Just see this for now. As being, if you remember that in the second session or in the first session, what we did, I think in the second class, we tried to have the storage location mapping, I believe, right? What did we do there? Interfaces, ERP integration, goods movement, map storage locations from ERP system to the EWM system. Here, my plant is what? WM46. Now, if you remember that, guys, that day I've told you to remember one issue, like what? when I'm trying to assign my storage locations and my warehouse and my availability group, there is no party entitled to dispose here. If everyone remembers that, guys, I'm not sure.
Yes, we do remember. You said we will cover it in, coming
So
classes.
that's what. If you remember that day, guys, I've not now. If you see this, I've not assigned it also. The system has automatically has proposed. If you want, let's see that. Okay, let me delete this again, and I'll maintain that. So this is just the thing. Why it is coming automatically? That's the reason I just want to show you that. Come on. WM46 1030, okay, and WM46 001. Sorry, WM46 here, okay, and now WM46, okay, fine. Now you see that last time, if you remember that, we have got an issue like what? No unique partner was found, right? And the system was empty the time when the party entitled to dispose and other fields were there. Agree, everyone?
Yes.
Yeah. So now its system has automatically has come now. I didn't do any settings there. How it has come? It's only because I have maintained the plant vendor, and in the business partner, normally it's a BP transaction which we will create. Okay. In this particular BP transaction, instead of creating one as your custodian, I mean to say that one different one, and the second one creating another business partner as your party entitled to dispose, creating of two different business partners, what SAP has told us is create only one business partner with a plant role given in that. Okay, that's how the system is automatically determining it here. You're getting my point now?
I understood. If we have created two BPs with the plant role, then
How come? It will take only one. It won't take.
I don't know the right.
It will only take only one. If you try to create also, it will not. Why? Because plant role, if you're trying to create and if you're trying to assign your plant over there, which means that that is your party entitled to dispose. So this case I'm talking about only when we are having your plant as your warehouse and your owner and all, right? Because we are trying to do the custodian and all. Normally, your party entitled to dispose will always be your plant. Agree? It can't be anyone else every time.
Yes.
If we
Because
have multiple plants,
that's what, if you have multiple plants, you'll be having multiple party entitled to dispose.
then we need to use the plant rule, right, to create the again new custodian.
Which would
Suppose
no,
I'm
no.
having a
If you're having multiple plants, but who will be the owner of that particular warehouse is the main thing here. That doesn't matter. That's the reason I've told in the last class also. If you're using a multiple plans, then we will not assign this here. There is a setting for that. We will not assign your party entitled to dispose here. Every time we have to manually insert your plans here. I'll show you that. Okay. Now if you see this here, supply chain unit, custodian, and default party entitled to dispose. Then you will not assign your default party entitled to dispose here. If in case if your warehouse is assigned only one plant and one warehouse, then only you will assign your default party entitled to dispose there. Getting
got
that?
it clear. Got
Yeah,
it clear. Thanks.
yeah. Any other questions now, guys? Mohan or anyone? I'm sorry, maybe if I missed someone else here.
Yeah. Please.
Okay. So yeah, coming to your question, Ganapati, I was not clear. What is that? You said some location and this will be created automatically. What is that? Just want to clarify that.
If you create customer or vendor, you can say you can create a location as well as the business
Okay,
partner,
one
right?
second. Yeah, one second. You
So
are talking
plant
about this.
also can be set up as a customer and vendor also, right?
Okay, you're talking about this particular thing, like the setting which we have at this particular one.
Mm-hmm.
One second. Is this the one you're talking about? Like
Yeah,
where you can create?
yes.
Yeah, but in S4 it is not required. Why? Because we're not transferring it, right?
Mm-hmm.
See, in you, what you're telling is this is in the case of your decentralized systems
That's
normally, but
that's right.
in the S4 system it is not required because now I've created. Let's assume that normally in the decentralized, normally what we do is I'll create one plant vendor or normal vendor in XK01, and
Mm-hmm.
I'll be transferring it. Then that point of time, what happens is I have to select again whether I'm creating a business partner or I'm creating a location or whatever it is. I have to select this, but now I'm not selecting it all because it is in the same instance. We are just directly using the BP transaction and I'm creating it. So that is not required here as of now. Okay.
No, but that creates a
Mm.
additional requirement of adding that customer. You added the type, right, for the
Obviously, we
plan.
have to add the roles because
Yeah, yeah.
you have
Okay.
to add the roles because you have to differentiate it, right? From customer to vendor or from a carrier or whatever the business partners
No,
you're creating.
I got it. I got it.
Yeah.
But if you create the vendor and customer, then it will come from there. That's my part. Yeah, that's okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
So in this case, you have to, yeah,
Yes.
understand.
In case of a decentralized, yes, whatever you said, yes, agree. I have to select this and then I have to do it. But
Mm-hmm.
in case of an S4, I will not because I'm directly creating and I'm creating a roles there itself. Okay.
Got it. Yeah. Thanks. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
One question here,
Mm,
just a basic question.
mm,
See,
mm,
this S4 in S4, the
mm.
EWM will come on the same instance only, or we
Yes.
can create separate box also.
You can create it in a separate box also. Means create in the sense, I mean to say that the business landscape. No, these no. There are two different things normally, Lakshmi. What is that is one is your decentralized one, where normally what happens, you have your ERP like this. You'll have like what you can say this ERP in one instance and EWM in one instance. This is what we were doing till 2015 basically. Once this S4 has come into the picture, what happened is like both the systems that SAP is trying to bring them in a single instance now, like everything, like whatever we have it in earlier SEM boxes. Like 1 second, if you see this here, if you see in the normal ERP ones below the logistics execution, we will
No,
not have.
I could not able to see the screen. It was hanged, I think. I could able to see create integration model screen.
No, I was another one actually. Probably, can you just see that? I'm trying to navigate. Maybe your network was a bit bad or what, I'm not sure. Is it the same to everyone, guys, or how?
No, we could see your SPRO screen.
Yeah, we can see your SPRO.
Oh, it got hanged. I don't know what. You can explain, no problem. You can just explain over the. Go ahead, go ahead.
Okay. So normally it happens this because in case if you are using, that's what I'm trying to say, that how, what is the difference between the S4 and the embedded one? That's it. Nothing else apart from that.
Okay, so then that conclusion is that with the S4 EWM will come on the same instance. Okay,
Yeah.
thank you. Proceed.
Yeah.
One more question. Okay. See,
Please.
you have selected FLN00 supplier role, right? Uh, and
Mm-hmm.
uh, as in which that particular supplier is becoming an a disposal entity, something like that, right? In that
Oh, can you
integration
just
part.
can you just come back? Your voice was breaking in between. What is that?
When you create that supplier 11001 by selecting the
One
role
double.
FLN double zero.
Yes, yes.
Okay. Can you just go to that screen once, please, if possible?
Mhm. That's a business partner one you mean, right?
Yes. Lakshmi.
Okay. Tell me.
You have selected that initially FLN, FLV and
Yeah,
double zero zero
FLVN01.
one
This is for your supplier
normal
because we have to
supplier.
give your company code and all. And after
Okay.
that, I have to give my purchasing roles and all. So that's the reason I have selected the other one, FLVN
Yeah.
double zero. There
Okay.
will be two roles here actually.
Yes, yes. Yeah, I understood.
Hmm.
If I create some more, I mean, customers with that, where do I define? I mean, I'm saying if I have 5 plans, let us suppose I have 5 plans, and if I want to create 5 suppliers with the same role, which customer belong to which plant? Where do we define?
Okay, here we are giving it right because I'm telling to my system that, okay, where is this vendor general type data? 1 second. Here I'm giving it now. I'm telling to that for which plant it is. That's why I'm trying to give it over here. Okay.
So
Oh.
this will be a unique. I mean, what do I say? It's a primary key, isn't
Yeah,
what?
because when we are trying to create a plant vendor, obviously here this is the place where I'm trying to assign it. Okay.
Okay. Okay.
Hmm.
This is where it says that this
Hmm.
vendor belongs
Yeah,
to
if
this.
you're having 5 different plans like 46, 47, 48, 49, or 50, then obviously you have to create 5 different party entitled to dispose, and obviously you have to come here and you have to differentiate that. Okay.
And yeah, as you said in earlier,
Hmm. Hmm.
we can't create multiple vendors with this plant as same, right?
But in your case, you're saying that you're having 5 different plans
No,
on
no.
top.
Yeah, I understood that part. Now I'm
Hmm.
coming back to, is this a primary key? It doesn't allow to assign the same plant in 2 suppliers. That's my question.
It would allow, it's not something like that, but obviously the system will take this. You can't change that setting, right? Like in the plant and the storage location assignment, the system has automatically identified this, right? So how are you telling that which plant vendor you have to take? Either 1 lakh 11 or 1 lakh 12. Which one you want to take here?
See, I mean, as a by
Hmm.
mistake, I don't know this logic. Let us assume, okay.
Hmm.
So,
Hmm.
11 customer I have already assigned the WM46 plan.
Hmm.
Okay,
Hmm.
I forgot that I have done an assignment. Okay,
Then you remove
so
this plant here and just you maintain only for the 12 one. That's it.
yeah, I got it. Can I
Yeah.
assign in both one? It doesn't give me any
It
error
doesn't
or so.
make sense. It doesn't make sense actually because you can't. You can have it, but the system will only give only. It will take only one. But where are we identifying it that we have to do it manually? It's something
I
like system.
understand
Hmm.
it. If we, I mean,
Hmm.
I forgot that I created a business partner and assigned it, and I am trying to create one more thing. And
Hmm.
does the system throw an error or message or something like that? That's my question.
That will throw you because it will not allow you multiple, right? It will throw you.
Okay, that's what my question. Thank you.
Okay. Okay. So now we have created this particular business partners and all, right? So normally now what we will try to do here is we will be assigning over here now. Now I'm telling to my system that my custodian will be this one and my default party entitled to dispose will be this one. Agree with that, guys? To me, any questions here? So my default party entitled to dispose in the sense, yes, 1 lakh 11. Okay, why? Because this is the one where I'm telling to my system that there is my plant and he is the one who is the authority of disposing my stock and disposing of this. That's the first thing. And coming to the second thing, my custodian, yes, I've told that my plant is my owner. That's the reason I've created this. Now, coming to the case two, if in case if your plant is not the owner, okay, and you're some 3PL, then you have to create a different BB again, and then you have to assign it over here, guys. Make sure that, okay, because that's the reason I've told you that it would be differentiating with case to case normally. It's not like always you will be having the same kind of thing what we are seeing here. If as being as of now we are treating that our plant is my owner and my plant is everything, that's the reason I'm creating it. In some cases you might not be using your plant as your owner, some 3PL will be your owner. Then what you have to do, you have to create a different business partner and you have to give some 1 lakh 12 or whatever was that. Clear? Or any questions to me here?
What would be the role which same FL and
No, that would be a different again. Okay, you have multiple roles there if you see that. Okay,
yeah. So
yeah.
I
So
can. take normal supplier role and I
Yeah,
can
normal supplier role, we will do that. That's it. Okay. We will not do with the plant one and all. We will not give a plant there. Okay.
got it.
Yeah. Now, what is my supply chain unit, guys? It's WM46. Agree? Now, if you try to assign it, you say system will not allow you. You say that because this supply chain unit is telling it doesn't have a role of a business attribute. So what does that refers to? So, sorry, come on. Okay, so here I'm trying to change now. Here, what happens is we have to give the role telling that, okay, this supply chain unit will be treating as a warehouse. Why? Because as of now, this supply chain unit is what we are transferred this master data from ERP to the EWM system. And now I'm telling to the system that this will be treated as a warehouse now. As that's the reason I'm giving to give the roles over here. Getting it, guys, now? Hello?
Got it.
Yeah. Okay, I'm just trying to refresh and I'll come back here. WM46. Okay. Shit. System is not refreshing. 1 second, guys.
Sriram, here is one. I have one question here.
Yeah, go ahead.
Custodian will be a plant or will be a third party generally.
Yes.
Custodian. Even the same like that, and party to be entitled to be disposed. Also be a third party.
No, it
Or
can't be right
only
because
plant,
party entitled, it would be always a plant. Whatever the scenario you choose, party entitled to dispose will be always your plant. Why? Because he is the one who is producing the stock and he is the one who has the authority to dispose the stock. Okay, so it can't be a third party one or no one because your warehouse doesn't have the authority of your stock. It's only your plant, right? See, I'm a warehouse and you are the owner of your stock. So what does that mean? So you have the authority. I'm just only the premises where I'm just giving for you rent. It doesn't mean that I have the authority on your stock, right?
yeah. Here, in case if the custodian is a third party, so then only we have to create a different
Exactly. Yes.
BP
If
for
we
party to be entitled.
exactly. In that
Okay.
case, the custodian will be different. As being as of now, the custodian is also same. That's the reason I'm using the same business
Okay.
partner there. Okay.
Fine. Thanks.
No problem. Okay. Any other questions, guys? Coming to this particular supply chain unit, custodian and party entitled to dispose, owner we have discussed, but we will never see the owner anywhere. We will see that at the transactional level, guys. I'll show you that in a different screen. Don't worry. Like as of now, are we clear on this part?
Clear.
Okay.
From my side.
Yeah. Any other questions, guys? I believe it's clear.
It's clear, Sriram.
Okay, no problem, guys. So, is it possible for everyone to come, like to join the session tomorrow, guys, the same time? Any chance? Because we missed 2 sessions this week, so I would like to cover this Saturday and Sunday. I'm not sure whether you guys will be available. If in case if you're available, let me know. I'll take the session tomorrow and day after, Saturdays and Sundays also.
So you mean previous sessions? You mean previous sessions you are going to take?
No. Actually, this week we are supposed to take from Monday to Friday, but unfortunately, due to my issues, I have not taken 2 sessions. So that's the reason
Oh,
I'm asking you that if you guys are available tomorrow and day after, it's weekend for me, so I will be available. If in case, I'll take it, guys. If not, I'll take it on the Monday only. That's up to you. I don't mind.
I have an issue because I have a plan for tomorrow.
That's I'm not forcing you guys.
I mean,
If you're
yeah, if
yeah,
it's bit early, again, now, I don't know. I am comfortable at 6:30 a.m.
it would be too early for me. No, I can't make it up. I can't.
That's what, because all are from different locations, so
Yeah,
it's a,
that's what. If it is at the same time, let me know, guys. I'm happy to take. If not, we'll have the session on Monday then. Okay.
yeah. If it is possible, like, oh yeah, fine. It depends upon all guys. Okay, sorry.
Yeah. What about everyone, guys? Is that? I'm sorry.
No, Sriram, this for tomorrow it is not possible for me.
Okay, then no problem then, guys. We'll have it on Monday only then, because some people have some constraints. Weekends, right? Obviously, everyone will have their own plans. That's fine. We'll have the session on Monday, or if Sunday is possible, let me know. I will have a session on Sunday, if
But
possible.
in my case, okay, you can take it. Somebody else is joining, so I'll refresh the sessions some other time. It should not be a showstopper for you other days.
No, it's not. It's not because I just want to make it that you guys are available. Based on that only, I'll take it. That's not a constraint.
Yeah,
And
Sunday is fine for me. This is Karthik. Okay.
okay,
Okay. What you can just mark the acceptance for others. For Sunday,
okay,
it's okay for me for the same time.
okay. Then I'll do one thing. I'll ask Naveen to check your
Yeah,
availability.
Sunday. Yeah,
Yes,
that
sir.
would be fine. Sunday it's
Okay.
okay with me.
Okay, so what about Ganapati, Lakshmi, and Nicholas, and other people?
This is Mohan. Sunday is
Mohan.
okay. Sunday is okay for me.
Okay then. So Sunday, shall we have the session then, guys?
So Sunday means your US time Sunday or Indian
My
time
time
Sunday?
Sunday and India time Sunday is same. Okay, there's no change in that. So I'll be having it at 5 o'clock in the morning. Okay, that's it.
Okay. Sunday is fine. Yeah.
Okay, then fine. I'll convey the message. Nicholas, I hope you there in the call. Not sure. That's what I'll ask Naveen to check with everyone again, and then he'll confirm the time.
Okay.
You
Thank you.
make me present. I don't understand. Okay. Okay. 1 second. I've already made you presenter actually, Nicholas. Yep. You have any questions to me?